Hello everyone, and then we are live. I'm so sorry that I'm streaming 10 minutes behind time. 13 minutes. Whoops. Sincere apologies. Let me try and see maybe I can make my light a bit brighter. I'm so sorry. I had to do a lot of last minute catch ups, and that's why you have to please kindly pardon me while I get a good position. Looks like this is the best we're going to have to be able to do this evening. My name is Formula Lakatula Williams. I'm the lead coach having from the Functions Academy. It is an online mentorship academy for girls, and we have a curriculum that will run your girls through that is able to help them and make them transition into the kind of woman that is first of all beneficial to them and then to God and then to you, the parents. And that's what we do at our academy. So this evening, we're already behind schedule. Please kindly pardon me. I'm trying to get a better position for the light. Ah, okay, looks like this is the best I will be able to do. Okay, yes, I am Fumilola Pintola Williams, and then this evening we'll be talking about how to drive productivity into your teenage girl. And of course, you're wondering, do I have to drive it? Is it not? Is it not inborn? Is it not? Is it not inborn? Is it not innate? Do I have to? Why am I struggling to ensure that my girls are doing what is right? Please don't assume anything on your journey. That's one thing I have come to realize and understand. You must not assume that this thing is right, this thing has been done until it's been done, until you've seen that it's been done. That is when you can say, okay, my girl is not struggling with this. I've worked with girls for onward of onward of 6 years, unofficially more than that, unofficially rather 6 years. And I have seen a lot of things that should not be an issue, things that they don't have to bother with. And then you begin to see a whole lot of things and you're wondering, why is it that what you don't expect to be an issue, girls know how to make it an issue? What shouldn't be a big deal, what you expect them to just, just do and get on with, girls know how to. Please pardon me, I'm a bit distracted, and that's what I'm trying to put an end to the distraction, but looks like the more I try, I think it will just have to be that way for this evening. My lights and my background is popping. Okay. All right. To see how I will not. Um, All right. Looks like this is the best we got this evening. Okay. So as I was saying, things that you expect girls not to be bothered about, things that you expect them not to be disturbed about, they're still bothered about it, they're still worried about it. And somehow you're wondering, and the things that they should not even struggle with, they are still struggling with it. And then you're wondering, shouldn't my girl know this thing? Shouldn't my girl, shouldn't she have? That will be you, assuming things. When it comes to girls, I've come to understand that you don't assume anything with a girl child. If you want something, if you want your girl to know something, pass her through a curriculum. If you want your girl to know something, ensure that there's something she's working with. If you want your girl to know something, ensure that there's a template. Girls are by nature and by default, girls don't want to do anything. Girls want everything just falling at their or on their laps. They want everything just they don't want to stretch themselves. But the beauty is that if you're able to put in this work and then your girl is able to stretch, even you'll be amazed at the transformation that will that will occur in your teenage girl. And that's why I'm saying this evening, how do you drive how do you drive productivity, rather? How do you make your girl an achiever, someone that sets goals and then achieves the goals? How do you make your girl do this, knowing that a girl naturally doesn't want to do it? And like I always say, most of these things start from us. So we're coming back to us again. Please don't say, oh, she's coming for me again this evening. Of course, I'll be coming for parents, because of course a child will not raise herself. Your teenage girl will not know things automatically. Your teenage girl will not, your teenage girl has to be taught what to do. So that's why I'm coming for you. It's nothing personal, okay? And like I always say, don't forget, I see you. I'm also on your journey. I have a preteen, I have teenage, I have a no, I have a preteen, I have teenagers. So I am also on your journey. Let's just learn together and just be better generally. So number one thing you want to do is that when you're talking about driving productivity into your teenage girl, you must understand that the first school of productivity your daughter will attend is you. Please, if you are watching me live, I want you to put that in the comment section. The first school of productivity your daughter will attend is you, meaning that it starts from you. It starts from you. What is your daughter seeing? What is your daughter what is your daughter beholding? What's your daughter beholding? What is your when they talk about productivity, that's productivity is not in the is not in business. It is in what you're able to achieve at the end of the day, at the end of the month, or at the end of the year. This light is really it's not encouraging me at all. Okay, so that's not what productivity is. What productivity is not being busy, being busy doing nothing. A lot of us are busy activities. Yeah, we have activities. That's just what we have. But what are we achieving? So, number one, I said the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. When your daughter looks at you, what does she become? And I'm going to say this, and with all due respect to mothers and everything, but I'm still going to bring this back to, how it is that we're doing the things that we're doing. We think that our kids don't watch, but they are seeing us. The girls were having a conversation just the other day, and then they were bringing about, and my daughter was bringing about conversations that happened when she was 3. That scared me, yes. And I'll tell you why it scared me. It scared me because I said I had to go and think back to when she was 3. And I said, I hope that when my daughter remembers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever age, I hope that she remembers how much love, how much intentionality, and how much, you understand? And that's to tell you that whatever happens. So if she doesn't forget what happened when she was 3, 4, that is to tell me that what is happening right now, she's not forgetting and it's somewhere in her head. So that is even a wake-up call for me as a mother. I'm going to use this. I'm going to drag up my point using my mom's story. I grew up seeing my mom as someone that I believe that there was no problem that my mom could not solve. By virtue of circumstances, by virtue of whatever, we were 3 girls, and then she was tasked with the responsibility of raising us, and not only us, my uncles, and anyone that could come around. So, and I said, this first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. That's where I attended. That was my own very first school of productivity. My mom, I was watching my mom, and I watched how she was, doing things making things happen for us. That's the word. Making things happen for us, making things happen for my uncles, making things happen for whoever came, we didn't ask fair. So I grew up thinking, knowing that I didn't have to be a burden on anybody. I grew up thinking, knowing, understanding that I didn't have to wait for anyone. I didn't have to wait for a solution to come to me from somewhere. I grew up thinking, knowing that growing up, I mean, as long as I become an adult, my responsibility, my what I will do, what I will become was solely on me. I didn't have the privilege of saying I have one uncle in Canada, one uncle in America, one uncle in whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? So because why? That's what I saw my mom do. I saw productivity on two wheels. I saw productivity on two wheels. I saw her how she's a teacher, by the way. I saw how she was teaching. I saw how she was into business. I saw how she was into everything that was noble. And so I learned that from her. That's why I said that the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you, because that's where I learned. And I'm sure that so many of us, if you ask us, we learned what it meant not to be lazy. We learned what it meant not to be up and doing. We learned what it meant to be productive from our parents. So why are we changing the narrative? Why are we saying, "Oh, time has changed"? Why are we trying to soften the ground for our own girls now? And I said that don't forget that they are watching us. I watch my mom. I watch her when she'll come back from school, and then she'll call my younger sister. She'll be on this stream sometime later. So she'll call my younger sister. I am in the middle, and she'll call the younger one. She'll call the elder one, and then we'll be in the kitchen trying to cook. She cooked a lot of things for sale. So that's why I said productivity is not in the activity. No, it's in the what are you what at the end point, at the end of the day, what is able to come out for you. And you will see why it's very key for a girl as we go on in this class. So I said the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. What she's seeing in that school, what she learning in that school. Some of us, our daughters have learned the bastards from us. I'm sorry to say, you don't know it. You're not going to work, you're not sick, but because you didn't feel like going to work that day, you call in sick. Your daughter is watching. You're not, you're something, so nothing has happened, but because you just felt, because you have gone for over and bed, you have gone for party in the middle and over the weekend, you're tired, and then you just cook up one big lie for your boss or for whoever it is, or for whoever, wherever. Your daughter is watching. So what is your daughter becoming by watching you? That's a wake up for me personally. What, because before I even signpost my daughter to mentors, to she must be able to pick lessons from me. That is what I am talking to us about this evening. So as your daughter is watching you, what she becoming? Is she learning how to be lazy? Or is she learning how to be smart? Is she learning how to be proactive? Is she learning how to be productive? Is she learning how to be resourceful? That's on you. Before coming for this class, I had done a lot of, okay, as I was doing, she was doing, as I was doing, because that's what, it's part of your legacy. By now you understand that your legacy is not the houses, it's not the cars, it's not the this, it's not the that. No, it is what you're able to transfer, the unseen things that pushes your daughter forward in life, that you're able to transfer to your daughter upon your death. That is your legacy. So I said the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. What is your daughter, what is she beholding? For me, I'm not even going to lie to you about it. For everything I'm going to do, as after answering to God first, I begin to question myself. Okay, how does this thing benefit my parenting? How does this thing make me a better mother? That is how I think. So if it's not benefiting, my daughter is not learning anything good by it, then I dump it. That is not for me. So how is my nurse finishing a task? How is it helping my daughter? It's not helping my daughter in any way. How is my promising myself that I'm going to read a book a month and then the month is over? I've not even opened the chapter. How is it benefiting my daughter? It's not benefiting my daughter in any way. Because what you don't forget what I said, my daughter is beholding me. Just the way your own daughter is beholding you. So what is your daughter becoming? As by virtue of looking at you, by watching you, what's your daughter becoming? Is she seeing how probably you're an artisan, you are, probably you make dresses, you make, and then she's seeing how you're telling your customers that, you know what, I'm on your dress, I'm on your dress. Meanwhile, you have not even cut the material. The first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. So from today, be conscious. That is the difference between an intentional parent and the one that is not intentional. Be conscious. Be conscious. Live your life consciously. Whether anybody is there, whether nobody is there, live your life consciously. You must live your life consciously. People are looking, your daughter is watching what's happening to her by virtue of watching you. What's happening to her, what she's becoming. Is everything your daughter can know about you is, oh, there's no party that my mother will not be. If that is it, you have to go and check it again. You have to go and check it again, because really, what will anybody benefit by going to parties? Please don't misunderstand me. Don't. I'm not here to say don't go to parties. I'm just here to say what's your daughter becoming by beholding you. The things that strengthened you, can you use them to strengthen your daughter? That's what I am saying this evening. All right, the next thing, you have to break task down. Break task down. Don't say wash clothes, fresh water, cook, clean, mop, everything lumped together. And you come back from work by 4 p.m. It's not done. And then you go, let me not use the word that they used to use for me where I'm coming from. And you go ballistic. This is not done. This is not done. Break task down. If today this is what you want to do, can she focus on that? And I hope you know that there's nothing like multitasking. Let me not even go into that. That's a conversation for another day. I'm currently reading a book, Essentialism. There's nothing like multitasking, because once you're saying you're multitasking, you're wasting precious time. So devote time to a particular task. For example, I said before I came on this stream, I was doing something. So imagine me saying, look, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, and I'm saying I'm multitasking. It's a lie, it's a myth, it doesn't exist. So can you break tasks down for your girl if this is what you want to achieve? For example, it can be something as simple as, okay, I want my girl to really learn how to wash bedroom thoroughly. That's where I am on my journey. So what do I do? Okay, this today. Okay, this is where you wash. This is how you wash. Break task down. Don't bombard. That's what I mean. Don't bombard her. Don't overwhelm her. If you want productivity, don't overwhelm her. Don't overwhelm her. Don't bombard. Don't say, the one that was your age, I used to do this. But don't forget that you have not taught her. I have said it to us severally. You have no right. You have no moral standing. Telling a girl to produce results on what you have not told her. Please, if you are watching, I put that in the comment section. You have no moral standing telling a girl to produce results on what you have not taught her. You must have taught first. You must have taught first. You must have modeled first before you now start saying, oh, you're not bringing results in this area. So break task down, break it down. Don't overwhelm, don't lump things together. So many of us are guilty of that. We also do it. Oh, we're washing, we're cooking, and we're listening to a class. It's a joke. What I realized is that for every class I told myself that I was listening to and I was cooking, I always came back to that class. So I learned to say, okay, I am not listening to any class, or I am cooking. So I learned that the hard way because I realized that I was wasting valuable time and I was not achieving what I wanted. Oh, say, oh, I have a training. Then you put your AirPods at the airport, you put it here, and then you are cooking or you are even writing. Your attention is scattered all over the place. You will not gain maximum result in that way. So the same thing applies to your daughter. Break task down. So don't forget, I said the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. Who is your daughter becoming by watching you? See, watching my mom, I picked a lot. Number three, know the optimal performance time of your girl. All of us were on this table too. It is 10 p.m. You want the girl to come and pick beans. 10 p.m. I want productivity. It's not going to happen. There's what they call optimal time. That's the time that you're at your highest. The time you are at your highest. The time you are at your highest, you must know it. You must know it. You must know it. So please know the optimal time for your daughter. Don't say, for example, now where I am is 6 p.m. So it's not 9 p.m. You now call a girl to come and say, oh, the rest is saying you should cook since or whatever it is, whatever. So you have to know. So can you begin to make use of the morning and together with your girls? See, even myself, I just stumbled. It's like a life hack. I also just stumbled on it myself. The best part of my day is the morning. In the morning, I've studied. In the morning, I have read. In the morning, I have prayed. In the morning, I have written. Trust me. And it doesn't take between, 3, maybe 2 hours. That might be my own optimal. So I realized I'm able to achieve more. When I was working on my second book, that was what I did. So I woke up earlier. And I said, I wish that this is what I've been doing for the past 10 years. We'll be able to achieve more, faster. So know the optimal performance time of your girl. If you want productivity at its peak, you must learn that. Surely you must. So, for example, it's not in the middle of the night, it's not in the dead of the night when she's still struggling with. And let me tell you my story. I was like that because I was very lazy, very amazing. I was very lazy, very, very lazy. And then I would have slept. Then my mom would come to wake me. Then, of course, she wasn't going to get anything achieved until she learns, okay, when is the time that this girl is at her most optimal? Even same thing for the academics. You don't tell her to say, go and carry your book when she has just come back from school, 6 p.m. You're not going to achieve anything. She's tired. Can she have a meal? Can she have a shower? Can she play first and then go back to that book? So nobody will do this one for you. You are the one that will, Mama says, Oyin Lawa says, this is a really big one for me. I keep asking myself if I'm setting the good. Well, we should all ask ourselves. I ask myself every day. I ask myself all the time. It drives most, not everything, but it drives most of the things I do. What kind of a child is my daughter becoming by watching me? For me, that's personal. I evaluate myself. There's such a thing as that. Evaluating ourselves. Judging ourselves, if you must say that. Everybody says, don't judge me, don't judge me. Well, I judge myself. And I have people that judge me. Why? So that I don't lose, so that I don't confuse people that are coming behind me. So I don't confuse people behind me, because whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, people are behind us. All right. So I said, know the optimal performance time of your girl. Please, parents, see, it will reduce. All of the shouts, it will reduce. In the morning, everywhere is like a madhouse. Why? And then we're looking for product. It's not going to happen. And before your girl goes to school, she's already tired. I used to be like that. When my daughter was much younger, in the morning, I'll be dragging her, and I would be getting angry. And then she's going to school as I'm driving, I'm fighting, I'm driving, I'm fighting like a mad woman. Come on. But now, everybody knows what they should do. Everybody. Because before night, what you can do now, can you just prompt them? Yeah, if you're seeing that the girl is slacking in a particular area, can you prompt them? Like, for example, what do you think you need to do to get ready for tomorrow? What do you think you need to do to get ready for? Do you understand? That's prompting. So that when that tomorrow comes, not everybody is running everywhere, shouting everywhere, and everybody is fighting. So please know the optimal performance that I have come. Imagine, see, when I'm realizing my own at almost 40 is when I'm realizing that the best time to maximize is morning. And now I understand why I was in law school. I'm going to share this story. I think I shared with my friend. When I was in law school, people would come back from school and straight back to mommy to buy food and straight back into exam halls. I was wondering how they were doing this because I could never do it. But I realized that if I woke up earlier, had my bath, my eyes were cleared, whatever sleep I wanted to sleep, I slept it. So same thing for us. Even we too, we can inculcate this into our own personal lives. Schedule the most important things for your morning time. Whatever that is most important, schedule it for money. It is because of work variables. That's why these classes are holding by this time, and also because of all other things. Sometimes I have to be at work very early, and once I'm at work, I can't do, But let for me, if I could manage my time, and if I'm in total control of my time, as I like to say, I'm not answering to anybody. It's just my time. Like, you don't understand me. The best time to be having my classes will have been in the morning, but the next best time is okay this time. So that's what we also have to learn. Learn. Know the optimal performance time of your girl. When is my girl most active? That's where you should utilize. And do you now know what? It is most time when they are in school. So because of that, so when they come back from school, give them time to distress. That's the word. Let them distress. So don't say "Ishe to shake no, that work they are not finished yesterday. Go and carry it now, no, no, no. You will not achieve the best that way. That child will grumble, and then the next day you say she's grumbling at me. That's because you are not your process. You're modeling your process up. Our parents did it. Oh, a lot. And they did not achieve a lot of results. So can we change it? So it's not when the child is coming from school, probably inside the privy and in a place that is very cold, she's frozen, and then you say, go to the kitchen now, go and wash those plates now. She will wash grumbling because she doesn't have a child, because you have children, you are the mother. But she will not wash it well. And then you go again, say, you did not wash well, you did not, and then we begin all over again. So can you learn how to, make the best of all of these times of your girl? All right, I've mentioned three things now. The next thing you want to do, use your child's temperament to build a strength and to our advantage. I will explain, because it's very important. Use your child's temperament to build a strength and use it to our advantage. What do I mean? We know that sanguine, I am on that table. Oh, I'm mostly sanguine. And you know that sanguine is, very indisciplined. I trust me. Sanguines can be very, very indisciplined. Very, very. So you have to understand that. But the fact that they are now indisciplined does not mean that, that's how we are like. That's how we are like. But now, one of the most disciplined people I know is me. I am still not there. That is me trying to know my temperament to my own advantage. And I've also known now that I tend to be easily distracted. So when I want to do something productive, what do? I take my phone far from me. So that's it. I tell myself in the next 3 hours, I'm not touching my phone. Mama says I'm saying we're getting better. Yes, that is it. So can we now help our children in that regard too? As it has to do with productivity. So if your girl is a sanguine, you have to be on top of her, because she's likely to just leave things halfway, half done. And if your girl is phlegmatic, please know that you have to really struggle. You have to really drag her to do, because phlegmatic people are naturally not optimistic people. They're not your go-getter, let's do it kind of thing. No, they are more laid back. So are you not going to say, that's how she is, she's just laid back, so she's just laid back? How are you going to even say that? What will you present to the world? So you understand the temperament, number one. So you need to build that. If it means that you have to go and get that book, or why you act the way you do by Tim Lahaye, if you need to go and get that book, please go and get it. I've read it more than 30 times. I will still read it again this year. So it will help you on your journey. So that you not say, why you not like the others? Why not? Let me tell you my story. My elder sister is choleric, strong choleric, driven, everything. So she latched onto chores easy, faster, and everything. And she used to do things. She used to, so she was more like my mom in that regard. But I was sanguine. I'm mostly sanguine. So I struggled. I was lazy. I was laid back. I was lazy. That's the word. Lazy. I was indisciplined. A lot of things. But my mom, she will now say, okay, this is your own. This is your own. This is your own. So please don't say that's how she is. Oh, what do you mean that's how she is? What do you? So you now leave her. You now leave an half-baked girl, and then you just push her into the world. Please don't do that. I'm also working on that seriously with my own. I am seriously working on it. I said, no, I'm not going to accept that for you. It's not going to work here. This is where you must stand your feet. Please, this is where you must draw that line, draw that boundary. You are not the friend of your child. So if she's unhappy with you by that time, it's very okay. It's very perfect. It's very beautiful. You're not the friend of your child when you're trying to bring out this productivity for her, because it will not be easy. She will fight you. Girls will fight you for productivity. They will fight you. They will fight you because they just want to be like that. The only girl that may not likely not fight you may be your choleric girl, because they are naturally motivated. Intrinsic motivation, they have it, but not all the other temperaments have it. A phlegmatic has to see reason why. I'll still get there. Your phlegmatic daughter has to see why you are saying to her that she has to get through on that work. She has to finish that thing. Your sanguine is wondering, oh, mommy, I've done it halfway. Oh, that's me. That's my table. So please, you know their temperament. They know how to use their temperament for their strength. Don't just don't say, I know that's how my daughter is. Though. Just what is that? You want to push that kind of a girl into the world. What will happen when we're not there? My daughter is just a nice. Do tell her. I said, see, if anything happens and I die, I want no one of us, no one of us will die young. We all pray to live long and everything. But at the end of the day, our lives are in the hands of God Almighty. To say, even if I die today, I don't want you to be a burden to wherever it is that you will be. And please, by way of aside, please make plans for your daughters. I don't mean financial plans and blah blah blah. I mean, if anything happens, I'm not saying anything will happen. Don't misunderstand me. But this is life. So please, how do you now say that's how she is? Oh, that should not go and be a burden to some people. We have seen women. You enter their house, you want to move back, you want to run. I was one of my mentees and I was talking to her and she said, Mama, do you remember how you taught me to wash toilet? I said, really? How did I teach you to wash toilet? Then she said, you teach me to use my hand. I said, I can't even remember. I said, all I know is that wherever I find myself, my toilet is the neatest part of my home. Neatest. You could practice. My friends are here. One of my friend is here. You can't enter my toilet and you can't. And you know what? I'd been like that from my mom's house. It's my aunt. I'll just wear gloves, shook everywhere. I just can't stand it. And that's the same way I'm teaching my daughter. So please don't say what am I saying? Don't collect half done products from your girls. They bring things to you half done. Please take it back to them. You want them to do something they have not done into your taste. Please take it back. Not that of course you commend the process. Oh, you have done this well, but next time, so you keep. You have told us the only way to work this girls through is to create a curriculum. So you keep doing it. You can't get tired. See, this evening before I came on this stream, my daughter and I have arranged wardrobe. When I come back from work on whatever, I know it will scatter. We will arrange it again. You can't be tired, because I know the kind of girl I want to turn out into the world. You scatter everything and you arrange it. You scatter. That's why you must have time. I know that by realistically you may not have all of the time, but the time you have, don't make it fighting time. I've told us, don't make it fighting time. Make it a time that you can make the best use. You make the best use of that time. Don't say I've been teaching. Then you continue to teach. Don't forget your window of opportunity for learning for girls 0 to 10. The next time it will open is during puberty. That is when you want to start fighting them. Don't fight them that time. So use their temper. Your phlegmatic will resist. Oh, she will so resist. Your sanguine will want to say, Mommy, she wants to do everything, to the answer, and it's not well done. But because you know what you want to churn out, you know what you want to achieve, you go back. You go back and back and back and back again. You don't get tired. That's the work we have. That's the work that we have accepted. Though. When I see people with 4 children, I say, hey, the Lord is your muscle and the strength of your life. Because I know that you do 4 times of what someone that has 2 is doing, or 2 times of what. So I commend you. I really, really commend you. You have more than 1 child in this place. You are the real MVP. I commend you. But can we do that work? Can we do it well? Can we do it well? Can we do it well? So please use your temperament to build them. Don't say that's how they are. Please don't say that. If you give a girl that kind of excuse, that girl will never do anything. She will never do anything. So please use your child's temperament to build that, and then to our advantage. The next thing you want to do, build a strong accountability and reward system. Productivity, even we adults will require it. Say, no, it's my me time. I want to pamper myself. Why not do the same for your girls? Let your girl know that she will not get away with nonsense. Please, if you are hearing it, can you put in the comment section? Your girl has to know. They have to understand. See, this is not fear. No, they're not afraid of you, but they just know that this one, I will never get away with it. Your daughter must know that there's some things she will never get away with. But even your daughter thinks, oh, my mom, that's permissive parenting is dangerous. So please create a strong accountability and reward system. Of course, all of us will like it. Oh, those times when I write brief for my boss and then she corrects and he corrects and then he comes and he uses it eventually in court and then everything. I am personally proud. And he goes to say, oh, Williams, even though, but he still gives me that reward. What is the reward? Compliments. So that is it. Your reward doesn't have to be money. I hope you know. So let them know. Let them know. So please, a reward system and accountability system, it is key. Let your girl know. No matter how, as I am, I there's some things I know. Once my mother calls my name, I know I have to couple. Couple. Do you know what they call couple? And I hope that we all have those couple in our lives, that no matter what, people that we're accountable to, we must do the same for our girls. So how can you tell me that your 13-year-old daughter, because oh, she's in diaspora, what's that? Or oh, she's the head girl, and so I was the senior social prefect girl of my school. I was still worse when I misbehaved. So let your daughter must know accountability is very key on your journey, because you know what, that is what will be ringing in the head of your daughter. If she is where she's not supposed to be, then she will find her way to where she's supposed to be. But if she never knows, then and don't forget, they will test your boundaries. They will. You have said, I'm not accepting this. A girl will want to do that same thing. She wants to see what she will do. Dear parents, I hope you know that that is a call for guidance. Your girls testing your boundary is a call for guidance. Please put that in the comment section. Your girls testing your boundary is a call for guidance, not a call for anger. No, you're not there to fight her. It's not anger. Your girls testing your boundary is a call for guidance. Please do it with firmness. Do it with firmness, so that if there's any other foolishness somewhere, it will be swallowed. She knows that my mom will never accept this. For example, one of those things that when I was growing up, I knew that I could never sleep outside. I knew it was not going to happen according to the culture of where I was in that time in my life. So whether I was in the university, whether anywhere, I couldn't sleep outside. Till now, I'm a full-grown adult. Circumstances has made it such a way that I could choose to be other, but somehow that never leaves your head. You can't be anyhow. You can't. It's not possible. So your daughter must understand. Your daughter must know. Why? Because you want her to be productive. And of course, by now you know that productivity is not in the activity. It is in what is coming out of her. Amongst her friends, amongst her colleagues, what are they saying? Amongst her classmates, amongst her teachers. The girls went for a camp, from their school, and then when I went to go and pick my daughter up and everything, and the teachers were all raving, I was just like, I said, you don't know. But when you are doing this, it will not be easy. They will resist you. Oh, girls will resist you. Oh, they will resist. They will resist. They will resist. They just want. I'm talking of us. When mine is resisting, I know that okay, let's go and sit down again. What are you not doing well? So that I will go back to my drawing board again. If it means I have to go back to my prayer, because I have a plan. I have an 18-year plan. I do. That by 4, by 5, by 6, by 7, by 8, by 9, by 10, by 11, by 12, by 13, by 14, by 14, I want to achieve something. So, accountability system and a reward system. What's a reward system? It could be something as simple as a hug. It's a reward. For me, just hug me. Oh, for me, do you understand? So, whatever it is for your daughter, maybe it's just a piece of chocolate. Maybe it's a movie together. Maybe it's something together to show that, yes, I appreciate what you've done. Then that is when you know that there is value in this thing. The next thing you want to do, extol the virtue of self-leadership. Self-leadership. I am on this one with you. I go back from work and then say, have you not done this? You should have known this. I said, okay. Can we go back to the drawing board again? Keep saying it. They will not listen. No, it's not once they will. Even we, is there in the scriptures? Once have I spoken, twice have we heard. So please don't get tired. I know it's tiring. Sometimes I say to myself that, see how many times this evening I have still said it. But we're not going to say, oh, because I've said it. We'll keep saying it. That's it. It's even the scriptures. Keep saying, don't stop talking. Don't stop. See, let the voices in at every point in time, your voice of wisdom must be ringing in the ears of your girls. Please put in the comment section if you are hearing me. At every point in time, your voice of wisdom must be ringing in the ears of your girl. It doesn't matter whether they're not doing optimal, they're not doing what you really want to do, but at every point, your voice of wisdom must be ringing in the ears of your girls. It will be, because the world will get more silly, the world will get more permissive, the world will get more everything. The only thing that will draw your daughter back is that voice of wisdom in her ear, in her ear. At every point in time, at every point in time, you must never get tired. Your voice of wisdom must be ringing. It must be ringing. David told his son, he said, hear my words, hear. So you're not going to get tired. I know it's tiring. We're on the table together, but we're not gonna throw them away. We're not gonna turn half-baked girls into the world. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna bless the world with the personality that our girls are. That's what I want to achieve. Everywhere your girl gets to, let them know that value has stepped in. Let them know that honor has stepped in. Everywhere your girl gets in, let them understand that this is not just someone who just what's the word I'm looking for in my mouth now? Not someone just throw away or someone just discard as unimportant. That's where we say you have done a good job. So until we get there, we can't get tired. And that's why even when you now get feedbacks, sometimes they're not positive. Please work with them. Don't say, oh, they're after my girl. Oh, please, parents, don't do that. I don't do it. Any feedback, negative, I take it and say, okay, I need to work on this more. This just means I need to work more on this. I need to work more on this. So, dear parents, please, everywhere they are. And you know what? Let me now tell you what happens is that if you don't keep talking, your girl is not sure. Or if you're not consistent, she's not sure. I am on this. I made some promises. I wished that this had been reiterated more in my ears. I am telling you, my other sisters on this trip. So I wish that this had been reiterated more. I wish. So right now, what did I do? I corrected that mistake on my own. And I said to my girl, this, and this. We're not compromising, we're not changing we're not shifting our ground, no matter what the world says, no matter what happens, this is what we're doing. So every time, your word of wisdom must be ringing in the ears of your girl. Please, it's part of your legacy. Please. Some people do say, my mother used to say, look, do you understand? This is the same thing, just that better, with more knowledge, with more deliberateness, with more intentionality, with more purpose in our stride. That's what we should do. So please, extol the virtue of self-leadership. It will be so beautiful if your daughter catches this early. Ability to lead yourself without anybody prompting. It will not happen. It's not manna from heaven. No, it will not just happen to your daughter. You must work on it. And how do you do it? Give task, break task down, ask for result, ask for feedback, then do it again. Repetition. It's then they say repetition is a law of deep and lasting impression. So do it again until it becomes second nature. And I've told you, your only daughter that is likely to pick that is your choleric daughter, which many of us don't have. Most of us have sanguine daughters, phlegmatic daughters. We have to push them. We have to drag them. Do you understand? The other day, my dad was saying to me, my teacher said, I said, I hope you told your teacher what I have had to do before you're able to do. So please, extol it, self-leadership. You must keep, and you know what? Of course, they learn it from you too. Don't leave things to the last minute. Everything I've told you, you are the first school your daughter is ready. I can't say this enough. Self-leadership, teach them. I said to my daughter, I said, what if I'm not here again anymore today? I say it, and then she gets, I said, no, I don't mean to scare you. I'm just saying, wake up, smell the coffee. There's a group I belong to. Some women had left their kids at very tender ages, unprepared. We will not leave our kids early in the name of Jesus. They will grow old, we will grow, we will raise them. But can we keep that sense of urgency to what we're doing? That's what I mean. Self-leadership. Your daughter is 14, and then she can't take, she has to ask you to do certain things. Higher. You have missed somewhere. Go back to the table. The other is 10. Every decision she has to ask you. Every time she asks, Mommy, how do I? Mommy, then what have you been doing? It's okay. Wake up, call. Wake up. Smell the coffee. Extol it. Let them know that the people that will take the reins are the people that are able to self-lead. That's the truth. That's the truth. People are able to motivate themselves with little. When you are applying for jobs everywhere, they ask you, "Are you what's the word now? Can you take initiative?" That's it. Can you take initiative? So please don't wait. And that's why I said, please give your girls to think, give them room to explore. Don't make all decisions. Please, if your girl is, you are here, your girl is 10, and you're still 3, and you're one deciding what she will wear, please don't do it. Please. Please. You decide her pants, you decide her bra, you decide everything, every single. When is she going to use her own brain? Let them use it. That's where self-leadership starts from. Extol it. Extol the virtue of self-leadership. I said self-regulation, self-leadership. Please, they're going to need it. Especially in this next 20, 15 years that we're entering. They're going to need it. Please. She has assignment. You are the one that is reminding her. For more than, I can't even remember the last time I said everything. I said, I don't do it now. What's my own? Don't do it. I can't. I lie not before God. I can't remember the last time I said, please, don't do it. What's my own? Don't do it. Don't do it. You are the one that will carry the result of not doing your assignment, not me. I've gone to school. I've graduated. I graduated well. Do you understand? So let them understand. So don't sugarcoat these things. You're not mean. You're just trying to prepare them for the world. You're preparing them because girls do not latch on easily. A boy is more easy by virtue of that. A boy is more likely to be self-motivated than a girl. But please, you need to help your girls extol the virtue of self-leadership. The next thing you want to do, you have to teach the doctrine of a little extra. I'm going to tell us what it means. Teach the doctrine of a little extra. Don't let them always do the barest minimum. I don't do it. No matter what, except I hardly do it. Barest minimum, I don't. If I'm in the kitchen, I don't like to cook. My friend is there. My sister is there. Everybody that knows me, I don't like to. But if I'm going to enter that kitchen, trust me, I will do it very well. If I'm going to sweep that floor, I will sweep. My cousin is in Abuja. He says to me, I think you have missed your calling. Is it? I think that your calling is actually for you to be a house cleaner. That is how well I scrub houses. So please, little extra, it makes a difference. They will not know, but it will make a difference later in life. My manager, I had an appraisal of my manager, and then she said this, she said that, she said this, she said that, and then she said things that, had become second nature. I said, because of that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You see, it has become second nature. So I said to the girls, I said, whatever you're doing now, whatever you're learning, it is first of all for your benefit. I've said it. So it is first of all for the benefit of your child. That's the truth. So please, a little extra. You have told her to work, and then your daughter goes wash just her own plates. No. Say, mommy, I didn't use it. What's that? Let her go back. Yes. She's grumble. But you are teaching her doctrine of a little extra. You have portion chores, and then she just does her own, and then the younger one is not too fine, she's strong or whatever, and then she leaves it. No, I've done my own chores. No, that's why it's starting. Little extra. Go to little extra, because the world will open to people who are always willing and ready to go the little extra. Please, you can quote me anywhere. Don't settle. Don't let your daughter settle for the barest minimum. Don't let them settle for the barest minimum. Teach them to do extra. Same thing for you. They will call it eye service. It doesn't matter. Today, if I'm ever in a fix, I know people that I can call and they will not blink their eyes. I am telling you, it's not brag, it's not pride, it's not anything. Why? Because I've learned to do little extras for them when it mattered. So please teach your daughters. That's how to drive this productivity that we're talking about. Little extra. Don't everybody's so used to. I know, unfortunately, if you're not in a government setting or government setting, I know the civil service work is not what you just come and do and go and die. And then people start settling for minimum, for mediocrity, and they begin to set themselves up for an average life. Don't let your daughters learn that. And as I said to you, what is your daughter become by watching you? You are the first school. What she becoming? So that's your job. You two don't do it. Don't do it at the best minimum. No. Let your excellence shine through. Whatever you do. My friend is here. Even if it is cleaning floor. Whatever you do, let your excellence shine through. Even if it is washing toilet, let your excellence shine through. Your daughter is watching. And then she's learning how to do what? How to do the little extra. Because that little extra, it will open doors, oh, trust me. It will open doors. It will. Say, go and dust the table. And then you have just dusted. Let her go back to it. Do it well. Wash the toilet. And then go back to it. You wash the plate. Go back to it. Insist. That's the word. Insist. That's the doctrine of little extra. That extra, that's unfortunately rather, the difference between that extra and then the main job is not always so much. Is in after doing you have vacuumed the rug, everything, but you see a little speck of dust, just pick it. Just pick it, just carry your eyes. No. Someone that understands the doctrine of little extra will take that napkin and wipe that little dust off. Hope you understand. All right, the next thing, you have to teach the link between productivity and impact. Please, who are you raising? Are you raising a girl that just waka? If you want to raise someone that will make an impact in a generation, please, she has no two ways. She has to be productive. I'm going to share a personal story. Any girl, please put in the comment section, any girl that is ready for impact, that wants impact, must know she will ride on impact on using the wings of productivity. Your girl will ride the wing of impact using productivity. They must understand. Nobody wants someone that they don't have value from. Nobody wants someone that they cannot learn from. Nobody wants someone that. Let me give you an example. I have three girls in my in my life currently, and then the other time they're all in a mentoring academy. I've told us that too. All right. So and then their coach goes, I need a 14-year-old girl to do this for me. And I didn't blink. I didn't care that she's gonna say, and I chatted that, Papa. So your coach needs this, and this. And she said, okay, ma, because I've been teaching them. And she said, okay, ma. And then in less than 4 hours, she was done, ready. She had not done it before. And the coach says, whoa, so fast. This is what we're going to be using. That's the impact amongst our colleagues. And right now, as I'm in this class, they are also in their own class doing something on what she done. That's it. So nobody will give a lay about things to do. No. Nobody will give a lay about. Nobody will give a complainer. Nobody will give a murmurer. Nobody will give people that lead task half done things to do. It's not going to happen. You know that. So that's why I said, who are you raising? Who do you want your daughter to become? I don't want to raise someone I want to raise someone that you get them, you know, that yes, she's here. That's who I want to raise. I know that's who you want to raise as well. That's why we must not agree. We'll not agree for these girls. We will not agree for them. Don't agree. Before my daughter doesn't know how to really iron well, but now if she irons trouser for you, hey, and what happened? My uncle goes, no, this is the way. Do like this, do like this, do like this. No half measures, here, please. No half measures. Your daughter is 10 and then you're still struggling. I don't understand though. I don't understand. So please, dear parents, it's on us. Teach them, let them on. I see. If there's anything I say to them all this, I say it. Anyone that will make an impact, you can't be lazy now. You can't be lazy. You know, I watch people that really made me. I say, do these people sleep? I'm telling you. So sometimes when I want to sleep, I have to be feeling guilty. Of course, I'm not saying that we should not. I'm just saying that we have to balance these things for our girls. So I'm wondering, do they sleep? When do they rest? That's it, because they're productive. And then the impact is following. Do you understand? So please, the next time your girl is struggling with things that are important, teach her the link, the nexus between productivity and impact. The next thing you want to do, you want to teach the link between productivity and sustained relevance. Sustained relevance. It's because they are productive. Let me tell you something that my coach said. She said, you don't have to like me. I said, oops. She said, yes. But you know what? But because you know I have something that you can offer. Do you understand? So I can't force. If I come, there are times I've come live and then nobody has watched, and I'll go back to them and someone will have watched. So I can't force anyone really. But if you think, oh, there is something I can gain by coming, okay, sustained relevance. Do you understand? So your daughter must understand between productivity, the nexus, the link, the chain between productivity and sustained relevance. So if she wants to be relevant amongst her peers, amongst her generation, and for God's sake, how are you going to even be relevant without you making impact? It's not even possible. So she must know, she must understand. So that when she's struggling, A long time ago, I thought about self-sabotage. Your daughter must understand how not to self-sabotage herself. I thought it a long time ago and go back to the videos. So the next time she's trying to be anyhow, things undone, every just tell her, are you telling me that you want to sabotage yourself? Because that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what is happening. The time you're not taking what you should take seriously, you're self-sabotaging. That's what it means. This thing is not in your best interest. You're doing it, you're self-sabotaging. This thing will help you. It will guide. For example, I've said to us now, register for training, register for courses. I don't know how many of us have done anything. So this thing that will do me good, I'm not doing it. I am self-sabotaging. Because I can sanguine, they have a struggle a lot, to trust me. They will know that this thing is good, but that motivation will just not be there. Some they will just say an excuse. There'll just be one thing not to do it. Let her know. When you're doing this, you are self-sabotaging, and then know that you're not willing, you're not ready for what it takes to have sustained relevance. So finally, trust your process and focus on your why. Please, dear parents, trust your process. Don't guess. Don't second guess. Don't. Don't second guess your process. Trust your process with exactitude. That I believe that this thing I'm doing is in my girl's best interest. I am not going to listen to naysayers. I'm not going to, your own is too much. Say, yes, it's too much. Your own is too much. Let it be too much. Trust your process. Stay on it. You don't have all of the time. You don't. If your daughter is 14, you have 4 more years. So any gap you see, go and be filling it now. Your daughter is 10, you have just 8 years. Go and be filling the gap. Your daughter is 12, you have just 6 years. And I've told us, 0 to 10, you can put stuff in. The next opportunity is now. Don't fight them now. This is an error to fight your daughter in puberty. It is an error. It's an aberration. It's an aberration. Complete, total one. Trust your process. Trust your process. Focus on your why. Why? Why am I trying to do this girl this way? Why am I trying to do this girl this way? Why am I trying to do this girl this way? Focus on your why. What do you want to achieve? What has God told you about your child? What do you see your child becoming? What is the potential you see in your child? Have you seen it? So focus on that. So that the days you want to get tired, the day you want to, the day you want to just, do anyhow. So please focus on your why, focus on your process, trust it. You can't know. It's only God that helps us. Yes, God will help us, but we too will help ourselves. And that's why there are tools everywhere. So if you see any gap, parents, I beg you, fill it up. Any gap in attitude, any gap in academics, and wherever you see gap, just try and fill it up. That's you focusing on your why. You know why. You know why. And don't forget, when these girls get to where they are going, the beneficiary will be them first. When your girl doesn't bother you, you understand? Imagine how sad it must be if at my age now I'm calling my mom to say, come on, do this for me. Oh, I need 10,000, I need 2,000. Imagine how catastrophic it will be. Do you understand? So even you, then you have rest. That was why you must focus on. And please, I beg you, you will be challenged. Oh, trust me. When I came home from work, my head, but I just okay. Can we calm down? Can we go back to the world? So when I say I see you, I really see you. So please, trust your process. Don't doubt don't say, oh, we're not even sure. We're not even sure. The moment you're talking like that, you're already giving voice to your doubts, and then it will choke. And then you say, what are we even doing? Everything that I've been doing, I'm not even seeing results. But if you look very well, if you've been listening to what I've been saying in the past 1 year, there must have been a shift. It may not be much. But trust me, there's a shift. So if you see any shift at all, can you focus on that? And then can you focus on your why? Why am I doing this with my daughter? It's very important. That's what's going to be pushing you the days you don't feel like, oh, these girls are not hearing. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm this and that. That's what's going to help you. I mentioned 10 things. I said, number 1, the first school of productivity your daughter attends is you. So if you have to go and check yourself, your attitude to your work, to your colleagues, to your bosses, everything, whatever you need to go and check, please go and check it. If whatever it is, because your daughter is watching, the first school of productivity your daughter is attending is you. And I said, who is your daughter becoming by watching you? Who she becoming? She becoming an hypocrite by watching you? She becoming, do you understand? She becoming someone that is empathetic, someone that is sincere, genuine with their work. So do you understand who she becoming? And I said, break task down. I said, know the optimal performance time of your girl is very important. Use your child's temperament to build her and to our advantage. Your child is phlegmatic, you're going to have to do a lot of work. Your child is sanguine like me, you're going to have to do a lot of work. I am still a work in progress, trust me. But what I do, I give myself deadline. Deadline. I don't stop. Deadline. By this time, by this year, I've already said, by this time, I must have written this, I must have done this. So I don't care, I want to achieve it, but it has to be done. So next thing I said build strong accountability and reward system is very important. Then extol the virtue of self-leadership. Your daughter must be able to self-lead. Any child, as a matter of fact, without self-leadership, your daughter will just and a girl comes to say, see, the latest trend is boy operation big me your boyfriend challenge. Your daughter will jump in. Yes, is that important? So teach self-leadership. But if your daughter is leading herself, she knows that it doesn't matter whether everybody's coming to say it's operation, bring your boyfriend. No, this is not the time for boyfriend. Why? Because this is the time I need to focus on my growth. I need to focus on my emotions. I need to focus on myself. That's self-leadership. She will not even come home to someone and tell you that that's what she gets a response she gives to the girl. But she will just know. Because why? You have extolled, you've taken your time. Then the next thing, teach the doctrine of a little extra. Please, little extra. That extra. That extra shine. Then teach the link between productivity and impact. There's no and I said this is why I said that nobody to be impactful, you need to ride on the wings of productivity. Go and check it. To be impactful, you must ride on the wings of productivity. And I also said teach the link between productivity and sustained relevance. Sustained, sustained. Are you dependable? Are you reliable? They say they want something done. Can they rely on you to get it done? Or if you're in a group project, the project automatically drags back. Are you aware there's some people like that? That's a terrible place to be. Done a project, everything suffers. Oh, please, sustain relevance. It's only productive people. Then the next thing, the final one, trust your process. Please, dear parents, don't look like this. Don't look. Just focus. That's it. Focus. They will tell you, oh, let me just share a short story. So because the girls sometimes because they'll still be girls, of course they're still children, and then they go they do something I don't expect, and then somebody says, and then you are doing this and that, and they don't worry. I believe my process, and I just shut them out and I just focus. Focus. Know why. Why are you this intentional about this girl? Why are you this deliberate about this girl? And the more you do all of these things, small, gradually, what you're doing, you're putting in the tools, the ingredients for productivity, such that one day they'll just keep calling, this is your girl, this is your, that's what you just be hearing, and then you're wondering how it is the extra, these little things that other parents don't care about. I hope that you have learned something. Thank you for coming. I also always appreciate your coming. And if you have not bought my latest book, please you're wrong. Go and buy it on Amazon, it's on seller. And then if you want all sellership deals, just reach out to me in the community. Thank you for coming. I hope you've learned something. Have a blessed and amazing week. Thank you and bye-bye.